So here we have the 2026 DeMarini EXILE BBCOR. This is a one-piece alloy, and this got released pretty late into 2025 here, so we did not see a lot of college teams swing it, except for one.
Lifted high in the air by Gavin Turley. That ball at the wall and gone.
The Oregon State Beavers kind of went crazy with this thing, a lot of home runs, so naturally I asked two of their best players what they thought. The first one, Trent right here, said, "It's an Atlas, LOL." He was a big fan of the Atlas, and he hit a lot of home runs with this bat late in the regionals and super regionals.
Trent Caraway is singled and walked. And a drive, way back, going and left. Grand slam, Oregon State, Trent Caraway.
And then Gavin Turley, I think the all-time home run or RBI leader for Oregon State, said, "The best DeMarini bat I've felt so far, but I've also not been a fan of most two-piece bats. Makes me sad because if I would have had it all 3 years, I would have hit more home runs." So that's very, very good feedback. And depending on how it goes, we have both the Combat and the Atlas for comparison. So I'm actually pretty excited. 109 is the fastest BBCOR exit velo we've got recently. I think 110 is our highest ever on this field, but let's find out. Let's see how it bunts. 30 is a good bunt. 37! Oh! Feels hot. Did that go out?
Yeah.
104? It feels really hot. Dude, it really does kind of feel like mostly like the Goods One Piece and a lot like the Voodoo One. One thing that I do want to mention, the end cap they're using on this bat is DeMarini's lighter weight end cap called the Tracer end cap, which is the same end cap they used on the Omega. So I'm a tiny bit concerned about the durability. It was really cold when that happened, but that is something to look out for here. Dude, it feels so good. It does not feel exactly like the Atlas. It feels more like a Goods One Piece that is a little lighter. That's 103. I'm not really swinging hard, guys. We might get a really good exit velo right here. Oh, that feels freaking hot. That's 105. I'm not swinging very hard yet, guys.
Whoa. Dude, you went
Bro.
got that.
103, 455, clear up here. I'm gonna give a little bit of a dramatic first reaction. This might need to replace both the Voodoo One and the Goods One Piece, because I don't see the necessity for 3 different one-piece alloys, especially when I think they're all somewhat similar. But this feels like the barrel of the Goods One Piece, which is, you know, somewhat respectable for a one piece, the pop of a Voodoo One, and the swing weight kind of somewhere right in between. Dude. 105, 430. All right. Let's open up.
Yeah.
I swear that was a little end. Caught that clear out here. 106, 398. Guys, woo, we are cooking. This early into our last review of the Easton Mav 1 Flash, kind of another knockoff Atlas, it was not going this well. Our exit velos are already like end of video high. Like, I'm not very warm yet. This is very impressive. All right, let's see what we got. It's so like whippy too. This is like, when I swung the Voodoo One off a really slow pitching, this is kind of what it felt like.
Wow.
What?
What?
But this is quick pitching and I'm not really getting rung up.
Yeah.
See ya ball. Dude, I'm not getting these that perfect. Oh, 108, 424. Guys, we might hit a PR. We might hit a PR, I'm not even kidding. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Jeez. 109? I swear, I think I have more.
That was scorched.
What? This is stupid hot, bro. It's just like, it's not like the barrel is illegally hot. I mean, I guess maybe it is, but just the combination of a pretty good sweet spot, a long barrel, a good handle and taper, and a very, very manageable swing weight. Dare I say almost an Atlas swing weight, as opposed to like a Combat or the Goods. Are we looking at a bat that might replace the Atlas for the top one piece? Okay, I think the Combat is the bat we have to compare this to.
Yeah.
We are that serious this early on. This is gonna be a Combat video.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear that's barely in.
Yeah.
Stop it!
What?
Let's get a real backspin one. I think I have more, bro. That's still not all the way there. God, this is the closest one piece I've swung to the Combat. 103 off the hands, 440. Wow. Dude, I'm having a genuinely good time swinging this. 105, 462 feet. And I very much believe that. That was really far.
Give me a perfect.
Okay, we need a left to left center, 15-degree launch angle line drive. We have yet to have that. I got under it. Dang, I need more pine tar, bro. That's a bump. It's not like it's a big, heavy bat either.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of got under it, but that's a far home run. 470?
Bro. Freaking, oh my God.
All right, so sometimes I question how accurate the TrackMan is when it bounces on the roof, but
Bro, that was legit.
for that high of a launch angle, 106 is really, really impressive. And TrackMan is telling us 490, which would be our farthest BBCOR hit ever. Period. And like, I promise, I would tell you if like these are harder baseballs than usual, or I've been in the gym, I'm feeling really good today. That is not the case. That is not the case. I don't really have a good reason why I'm hitting 109, 110, and 490, which I'm a little skeptical of, but I think we might have a PR in the bag. Not quite. 106. Really, really, really far. That's gonna be 460 at least. 455. Huh. Come on, let's punch one, man.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty close. I'm pretty happy with that for now. That's 109, 420. So, wow, we're gonna keep this pretty simple. I'm gonna get two, as best as I can, ultra barrels with the Combat 3330, and we will return to the Exile and do the same thing.
Yep.
Did pretty well. 108, 464. Man, this is a respectable battle.
Yeah.
I love the barrel on this though. Like, that's so good. 108, 393. We're gonna get one more.
Yeah.
I just barely topped it. 108. That's everything. Everything. I don't know where that went. 109, 401. All right, to the Exile. We're so close. The sweet spot on that is gonna be hard to argue with. Like, I can hit it on such a big range of the barrel with the Combat. But, all right. God, that's good. There's a little more feedback in the hands. 107, That was a little bit jammed. It's a little bit similar to the Combat in the sense that even if you get a little bit of hand sting, I'm still seeing 106, 107, 108 on some of these. That just vanished. 108, 459, a little out in front. All right, let's hit one really hard. Like that 109 with the Combat is what I want. Sorry, neighbors. 110. God, it feels amazing. Dude, I'm exhausted. I think we legit had a better average exit velo on field with the Exile. And because the Combat sweet spot feels a hair better, I do want to head inside, because if anything reveals the true colors of a bat, it's some good pitch velo. That's really going to reveal the sweet spot, the performance on mishits. So we're going to get on the hit tracks, pump up the machine to like 80, 85, and really see what these have. This is, I'm going to go ahead and say it, I think at least off of my first 70 swings or so, this is the most impressive one-piece alloy BBCOR I've swung outside of like the Combat and like the Easton XL3. It is up there. It's like if you gave the Voodoo one a respectable barrel. I'm a little nervous about the end cap, but we're gonna go hit off of very fast pitching. All right, part two, we got testing against higher velo. The Hack Attack here is throwing 80 from only 50 feet away. It's gonna be pretty good fuzz, and we're gonna see how the Exile and the Combat can hang with a little bit harder baseballs, faster incoming velocity. Let's see how the sweet spots do. All right, starting with the chosen one. Let's see what kind of velo we got here. That's firm, dude. Jammed. Really felt good, 92. Okay, 100. That's hit pretty well. 101.4. Okay, that's way off the hands. God, I love that. 95. I hit that well. 103. Tattooed that ball. All right, 106.8. Most of my barrels were right around like 98, 102. I really got out in front on that. So the sweet spot felt, I mean, as good as it gets on the Combat. If anything, I was just having a little bit of a harder time getting the barrel out front. On that last one, I clearly did, but it took me a while. So here we go, Exile time. Dude, it's nice and light. I feel like I'm really gonna get one. Yeah, good swing. 103. Off the hands again, 102. So I'm having a hard time really finding that spot. That's pretty good though. Hit that pretty well, just I got jammed a little bit. It's really interesting to me how, especially once I start facing like some challenging velo, the one attribute that really kind of steals the show, that really takes over, is sweet spot. Like, my velos are really good across the barrel with both, but honestly, it's really just a mental thing where with the Combat, when I'm going into contact, I feel very confident that I'm gonna catch barrel. We've talked a lot about the idea of a barrel catching the ball on this channel, and that's really what you feel with this bat. Off the hands, off the end, on the sweet spot. Whereas it's a lot more rare you get that catch feeling. And that really only happens, again, if you're facing like 70, 75, 80 and higher pitching velo. Off a slower velo, it doesn't really matter as much. It's a lot easier to find that perfect spot, but let's get a couple more. I still need a really good one here. Geez, that's interesting. I thought I hit that better. We'll give the Exile one more too, but let's go to the Combat for one. God, dude, I was so late on that. 98, deep off the hands. This thing takes on a new life against some velo. And especially lefty, where my timing and my bat path is a little less refined. This is really helping me compensate, honestly. Oh, I went and got that too. Oh, that's so good. 106. That even got in on the hand a little. All right, back to the Exile for one. I feel so confident with the combat. It's almost like the faster the pitching, the better it does. But, all right, enough delays. Let's go Exile. Let's catch him. There's clearly there's not as much backbone behind it against the higher velo. Off of slow pitching, I would maybe take this over the combat. If you're an 8th grader or a freshman, this probably has a little more juice. Or even like in a showcase off of just fluff ball BP, you're probably gonna hit it harder with like an Exile or a Voodoo 1, a more balanced bat. I hammered that. Bro, what? That's my drive guy. Just a singles guy. When it comes down to it, when I am like in competition mode off of a somewhat difficult to hit pitching environment, I am almost always gonna take sweet spot over swing weight, and occasionally, as long as the gap isn't significant, I might even take sweet spot over just pure pop. And the pop isn't really different between these two. They're both, I mean, two of the hottest bats in the game, but I'm just not getting as strong of performance off of high incoming velo with the Exile, whereas this is almost thriving off of this environment. So while we're at it, we have one of the Oregon State guys in town. This is Cannon Reeder, and you got to swing the Exile before, right?
Yeah.
You ended up not gaming it.
Right.
Clearly, he swung the goods 2-piece.
Here it comes. Swing and a drive. Way back there in left field. Cannon Reeder, gone!
Definitely. So I've always been a 2-piece guy. I swung the Voodoo 1 in high school, but once I got to college, I was just 2-piece. Just because I felt like the mishits were a lot better. I was getting jammed a lot, and the mishits were helping me out a lot. But a lot of guys switched to this. We got a shipment of them, and a lot of guys immediately switched to them. Turley did, Caraway. I thought it was good, especially if you get one on the barrel. It feels different for sure, but it's like it's a heavier, better version of the Voodoo 1, I would say. And Caraway definitely compared it to the Atlas as well, which he loved to swing. But I thought it was great, man. I just wasn't comfortable switching to a 1-piece at that point in the year because I had been swinging, 2-piece for the past 2 years. So, but I thought it was definitely felt good.
So kind of going off of that, I would really recommend the Exile for a lot of I would say 16 years old and under. In my opinion, off of 60, 70 miles an hour, I loved this bat. And maybe you're a higher level guy, you've been swinging a 1-piece for a long time, you're used to a little bit of a smaller sweet spot. I could see you really banging with this thing, but especially I'm a little less refined on the left side of the plate off of some quicker pitching where I wasn't quite getting the barrel there. The heavier bat with the bigger sweet spot was better for me, and that's kind of similar to what Cannon was saying. He switched to a heavier bat off of faster pitching, but the swing weight is not what helps you catch barrels, in my opinion. It's the sweet spot. And the bigger sweet spot on the combat for me would make me choose this as a gamer just ever so slightly over this. Again, I think the top end exit velo on a perfect is gonna be about the exact same. That's pretty much what we saw outside. I just don't, I thought I got some perfect, but again, there's just a lot more backbone off of higher velo. I just felt like the combat caught the ball. So that's kind of the tiebreaker for me. This thing is just, it's the whole package, man. Slow pitching, fast pitching. I love this bat. Again, this is just a bigger sweet spot. I think more well-rounded, better version of the Voodoo 1. Very comparable to the Atlas. I still probably honestly think it's a top 5 overall bat. Just a little bit of a small sweet spot for me, but a lot of guys are really gonna like this thing. I'd say one of the hottest bats DeMarini's ever made. Maybe on perfect might be the single hottest bat DeMarini has ever made. So great job.